On this Finance Friday, First Ontario's Dave Skirman is finishing up Financial Literacy Month with more really great questions from grade 10 business studies students at Hamilton's Glendale Secondary School. Good morning to you, Dave. We've got such great questions. I want to get right into it here. So Rada starts off with a question: what should you consider before purchasing a house, and how will our generation even be able to afford a house at this rate? That is an amazing question.
Oh, great question, Rada, and you're thinking ahead. Keep the faith. I truly believe that we all will be able to afford houses even in the future. I know housing prices go up, but so do salaries. So take it one step at a time. First, graduate from high school, get that post-secondary education, either college, university, or trade school. Start your career, and then you save for a down payment. There's also some government programs to help you with first-time home buyers, and you'll get there. So keep the faith. Great question. You'll be in a house.
Okay, Yelena asks, when I get married and have children, when's the best time to start saving for them, and what's a good amount to save every year?
Well, Yelena, another great question. The amount is not that important starting off. The important thing is to save. Open up a registered education savings plan for your children as soon as they're born. Even a small amount, the government will give you a grant. That's going to help, free money. And also you'll watch the magic of compound interest. So as your children grow, you'll see that savings grow. And again, don't worry about the amount, just set it up and they will come.
Okay, next question here is from Hina, who asks, since there are accounts like the tax-free saving accounts, why do people still have accounts that require them to pay taxes? Great question.
I scratch my head sometimes on that one as well. Why don't people take advantage of the great tax-free programs that the government give us? But there are some reasons. First, all of those programs, tax-free savings account, RESPs, they do have maximum annual limits. So if you've reached your maximum limit, then obviously you can't put any more in for that year. You got to wait till the next year. But also, your pay goes into a savings or a checking account so you can pay monthly bills. So it's probably not the best place for that money into a registered account, but surely everybody should take as best advantage they can of tax savings. So great question, Hannah.
Okay, and Anmol has our last question here. It's about budgeting. Setting up a budget is one thing, but how do you stay on track, like resisting unnecessary purchases, and how do you balance your spending mistakes? This is an important question on this Black Friday.
Yes, and Anmol, great question as well to finish off these questions from students. Because budgeting really is the key to personal finance. So the most important thing is to create a budget. So by the fact that you're even talking about a budget, you know the importance of it, that's number one. So great job. But then again, a budget's no good unless you're going to follow it. So make sure you have that self-discipline to only spend what you're budgeting to spend on, because you're going to have other expenses. However, things do happen, and that's where people get off track. You know, the car breaks down, or you need a roof repair or the furnace. So things happen. The way to solve for that is have an emergency savings account. So when those things do happen, you can take the money from the emergency account and it doesn't affect your budget. So the other thing is impulse buying. Try to avoid that impulse buying and you'll stay on budget. If you do make a mistake and get off budget, there's really only a couple of fixes, and that's either earn more money, that's not always easy, or start to cut back a little bit until you get back on track.
Okay, really impressed by these questions, Dave, and it just shows the importance of financial literacy, right? So that class has things covered with their instructor, and I understand with some help from you, you've been coming in and kind of doing guest speaking with them?
Yeah, absolutely. They're great kids. Miss Gilchrist, this is Miss Gilchrist's class at the Glendale Secondary, so they do a great job. She does a great job, and again, it is the importance of personal finances. We learn a lot in school. But personal finances will carry you through your lifetime. So great job, kids.
All right.
Great questions, and thanks for paying attention.
Now, for students and all those adults out there as well, if you have a financial question or topic you want covered by Dave, email your questions to financefriday@firstontario.com or get in touch through Twitter at finance_Friday. And if your question or topic is covered on air, you could win a pair of tickets to see the Hamilton Bulldogs and a gift card from a local business in your community.